Hi, I'm Tara. Today we're going to look at how to make a YouTube channel banner. There's a few rules that we have to follow size-wise, so let's look at them now. So the first thing is the size. So all YouTube channel banners start at the size of 2560 wide and 1440 high, and that's pixels. So if you go to a new page in Canva and custom size and key in 2560 and 1440 and create new design, then you will have it. It'll also tell you that you are creating your YouTube banner. So I have opened I've opened a new design, and the background is 2560 by 1440. So this is what everyone would see. Everything that is on this design would be fully visible if people were looking at your channel on a TV screen. This is the max size. So for example, if then they are on desktop, this is where your sizes get a bit specific. So a desktop is 2560, so it's the same width, but it's 423, the height. But obviously we have to make that to sit in the correct position. So I'll show you how to do that in 1 second. So just go on and show you that a tablet is 1855 by 423, and minimum size. So this is basically like mobiles and other devices, so not all phone or mobile sizes are the same. So in order for everything, you are guaranteeing that everyone can see everything that is on your channel banner in this size. So it's 1546 by 423. And then the last one is image, logo, and size. So if you wanted people to specifically see your image and logo size, it's 1235 by 338 pixels. And that ensures that no matter what device they're on, this guarantees that they will see everything that's on your channel banner. It's 1235 by 338. So I'll share this template as a link below in the description. But just in case you're wondering, so there's several ways you can do it. You can do it with rulers and guides, obviously, but you can also do it by just drawing a shape. So I'll just show you how to do that on this one. The template that I'm sharing also has all the guides in it as well. But if we go to elements and we click in shapes, and we're just going to click on the rectangle shape, and we're going to go to the edge, just make it bigger so I can show you how to do it. So just make it slightly bigger. So the screen, as I say, is the full TV screen is the full size, but if you want to get a desktop banner size, so you go to the very edge and you go all the way out to the side, and it should say 2560 because that's the size of the design that you selected. And then if you literally drag this up until it says 423, which can be sometimes a little tricky, but the way around that is to just make your actual design bigger, and then you have more flexibility in how to, you can kind of do it by one by one, and it just won't. There we go. Okay, and then you bring it back down, and in order to have it in the right place, we just literally click on position, and we already know it's in the middle because it's edge to edge. But if you click then middle, it'll snap to the correct position. So it's centered both top and bottom and left to right. So this is the position that your banner needs to be in order for people to view it on a desktop. It has to be kind of center, otherwise stuff will be cropped off, and they'll only be able to see it if they're looking at it on a TV screen. So the next one is tablet. So tablet is slightly smaller again. It's 1855 by 423. You do it exactly the same way. You drag it out to that position. You might need to increase the zoom in and increase the size of your actual artboard, and then once again position it to middle and center. And then the next one we're going to look at is the minimum size. So this is minimum size mobile. So basically, as I said, not everyone's phone is the same size. So this guarantees that no matter what phone or device somebody is using, if their screen is smaller than normal, the minimum size that you need to use is 1546 by 423. So they're all the same height. They're all 423 high. It's just the width of them that's getting smaller. And then the last one that I'll look at or just show you is image and logo size. So if you want to guarantee that all of your logo and all of your image is visible, and text or whatever kind of information that you're putting on to your banner, you can go like the absolute minimum size, which is 1235 by 338. So as I say, you can use it, you can do it with rulers and guides, and you can snap them out and then just drag and click off on the actual size. But this is absolute foolproof when you use position, center, and center middle. It's the only way that you can guarantee that it's correct. So I'm just going to do a couple of examples and see what I'm kind of talking about. So this one obviously has guides on it. We're just going to do, say, for example, a yoga business or a yoga channel. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to search for like Pilates or yoga. I hope I spelled it right. Okay, so we're going to look at graphics, and we're possibly maybe this one here. So just gonna make the background a different color. I might make it purple, and then we're just gonna add a text box. Just gonna write Yoga Hub. Oh, Yoga Hub. So you can see that I'm just kind of using the smaller box. Just make that a little bigger. And we're just going to change the font. Just it's good kind of to have like a good strong font, like a sans serif font, as your main name of your channel. And then whatever kind of tagline, you can put that in a serif font. As long as the serif font is readable, if you can read it from across the room, it's going to work as your channel. But if you can't read it, well, then nobody else can read it. So it's you're trying to sell your business. So we're just going to key in a tag when this starts here. This is obviously just an imaginary business that we're just creating. But as I say, then if you put this in a script, what could we do? We could do holiday maybe. Okay. So then obviously you have all this other real estate that's available. So it's important, as I say, to have your main message within this smaller box, but you can put other stuff in because obviously not everyone watches YouTube on their phone. Some people watch it on desktop, and surprisingly lots of people watch it on a TV. So so we're just gonna search for shapes which is a bit random, but I'm just going to look at graphics. And I kind of like this one maybe. And don't forget you can change the color of these. So I might just make that pink. And if we go back in and if we right click on it and see more like this, you can kind of find some other ones that kind of look, they kind of go, you know, they're already kind of predetermined that they should go with these shapes. And maybe this one. And then, as I say, you can change the color of them to match whatever corporate colors or brand colors you're using. Sorry. So it's, you know, it looks, it's much more interesting, obviously, with the bits around it. But bear in mind that most people are only going to see this if they're looking at it on a phone. So literally within a couple of minutes you have something, you have a design generated and you could have your channel branded and up within half an hour. It's super. I love the fact that there's so many elements available, and you can mix and match them and you can change the colour of them. So I'm just going to do one more. You can see like a full background being used. So this one we're going to use, I'm going to search for food background. So I might just use a photo this time. So you have to be careful just when you're using full photographs as a background. I'll just show you this one. So if you use this one, it looks fantastic, and oh yeah, and I could put my name in there and everything would be cool. But when we spread it out to the full size, and even when we kind of adjust it, when people will be looking at that then on a mobile device or on a small device, all they're going to see is the chopping board and a tiny bit of half an orangey yellow circle and a bit of green. So they might be thinking, oh, that's a bit weird. Like, what is that? So you have to bear that in mind when you're picking your background. So that to me is not a great one. So then, in order to overcome that, we're going to use a full food background. So possibly this one, yeah, that has lots of different dishes in it. And when we increase it, it still has a good bit of information kind of in the center of it. So we're going to add a text box, and we're going to call this Holly's Kitchen. And we're just going to increase the size of this. And like, you could add a logo, or whatever kind of logo you're using. But if we add a shape behind this, just going to make it a rectangle. And then if we change the transparency on it to like down to about 60, 55, 60, you can still see the food in the background, but you can put text over it, and then obviously the text is readable. As I say, we're just going to change, I might just change that to a different font. And then, you can have whatever other information, like if you have some kind of slogan or and then if you change that, maybe, as I say, to a script font. You don't have to use the same font the whole time, obviously. It's just we used the last time. Like, as I say, it doesn't really matter if it slides out slightly, but you don't want, like, see where the magic. So because people will be like, where the magic? What does that mean? So you have to have like at least some of the next words so they can kind of fill it in, use their imagination. But as I say, so when I look at a banner on my phone, I can see a full the full desktop banner. So I actually get to see this bit and this bit on my phone. But as I say, some phones they have a smaller viewing screen, and so you have to be mindful of that when you're doing your banner. You can also just go to, if you click on design, and in the templates area, if you actually search YouTube banners, it'll throw up a load of ideas for you. And obviously these are all editable, and you can change them to whatever colors you want. But I would say that some of them are a little they kind of don't work actually. So you just need to be mindful of that very special box. I'll just show you a couple of them. So this one, Anne Darcy. So as you can see, her name is kind of cut off there, if you can see. So I'll just show you if we put a shape, just show you, just to give you an idea of what it would look like. This is obviously just for, you can't necessarily see her name. So you can see obviously that it says Anne Darcy, but who wants their name to be half cut off? So as I say, some of them are really good. So that one is really good because they're all within that box. Yeah, there was a couple that I kind of thought were not suitable. They didn't, kind of like this one here. So you can only see like a kind of quarter of his face, and the top of his name is kind of now I know these are only templates and you can move them around and you can make stuff fit, but if you're gonna go the template route, make it easier on yourself and pick one. As I say, use the guidelines and pick one that's gonna fit, rather than having to move everything around to make it fit. So once you have your design all finished and ready to go, I'm going to show you now how to actually upload it to your YouTube channel. So you go up to share and we go to download. Sometimes we have more than one page, so just be aware of what page you're actually, we might have more than one design or whatever, like we do in this document. So we're on page 12, so you deselect all and then just go down to page 12, and we're going to select it and we're going to click done. And we're going to download, and then also just be mindful of where you're actually saving it. So we're just going to call it Yoga Hub YouTube, and I'm going to click save. So then you're going to open your actual YouTube channel. So you go to YouTube, and over in the top right hand corner you can find view your channel. So if you're logged in, you'll be able to view your channel, and you click on customize channel. So here is where we upload all of our logos. So when you click on branding, you get 3 options, and we're looking at the banner image option. So it says for best results on all devices, use an image that's at least 2048 by 1152. So ours is definitely that, because we have used the correct dimensions, and you just need to be mindful of the actual size of the export. But usually within Canva it's fine, because they're quite low because they're PNG files. So when you click on upload, you go and find where you saved it. You click on it, click open, and then it'll bring you to this. So this is what I mean with viewable on desktop, viewable on all devices. So you can see like it shades out, and then viewable on TV, you see the whole lot. But as I say, even though it says viewable on all devices, sometimes depending on the device that you have, you might actually be able to see on your phone, you might be able to see either side. So the viewable on desktop version. So you just literally click done, And then there it is, and it shows you this is TV or desktop, laptop, and mobile phone. So then the other two images, one of them is a watermark and one of them is a picture. So this is the picture that appears like just below your banner and beside your name. So it is very specifically 98 by 98 and it is a circle. So if you can get your image to fit into that, that's pretty good. I wouldn't use a lot of text. I mean, so ours is called Yoga Hub. So if I was using letters, I would just say like YH, or else use the silhouette of the girl doing the yoga pose. I'll just show you, I think I have one saved. So, just open that. So this is the way that it would appear. So she's kind of cut off, but you still get the same idea. And then the watermark, although it's 150 by 150, and when you upload, I'll just upload one for you. Go for the same. Done. So when you bring it in, it says display time. So do you want it to appear at the end of the video, at the custom start, or the entire video? So if you put it there for the entire video, it obviously displays for the entire video, but you have to be careful that it's not obscuring anything. I would veer away from using your logo and actually put a little subscribe there, because if anybody clicks on it, they will then subscribe to your channel, which is fantastic. Lots of people just put their logo there, and people are not likely to click on a logo because they don't realize that it actually is subscribing. So that's worth noting. And when you have all of your images uploaded, don't forget to hit the publish, because otherwise if you just X out of it, then all of your information is gone. It won't be saved. So yeah, hit publish and you're up and running and ready to go. Hey, did you learn something in this tutorial? I hope you did. Why don't you hit the subs or even a like? Thanks for watching.